Welcome on in, guys. We're back, the cousins. This is Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe. And as always, I'm Kyle.
What's going on, guys? I'm Joe.
And before we get started, we just want to throw a big thank you out to everyone for all the support. We're the new kids on the block, but we're about a month in now, 3 weeks to a month in. We've had nothing but amazing support from you guys. So again, just a huge thank you to you guys. So today we got something special for you. We have another how-to video, and we're going to be talking about beard balm. And I don't want to say the proper way of applying beard balm. I want to say the way that we apply beard balm through our experiences, and of course, what works for us. So Joe, how you doing over there, buddy?
I am doing good. How are you doing, sir?
Doing great, man. Doing great. We're about midway through the week here, and looking forward to the weekend as always. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So one thing that, we want to talk about as well is our experience with beard balm, how often we use it, things like that. Now, I would say that I use beard balm more often when I first got started. By no means am I saying I don't like beard balm or anything like that. But I would say at this point, I really use it depending on the occasion. And also depending on the weather. If it's a day when it's kind of wet outside and I really want to hold my beard down because I have natural curly hair, and if I get some water on this thing, it's just going to fuzz up. From the morning routine video, you saw how curly it can be when I step out of the shower. So I definitely do like beard balm. I would say on average I use it about once or twice a week. More and more these days I'm kind of leaning towards a firmer hold. I use a smaller amount, but a firmer hold of balm. But how about you, Joe? How often are you using it?
Yeah, when I first started, I was that guy who always had to get the matching balm with whatever oil I chose.
Yeah.
So I was definitely making companies happy with my orders by doubling up like that. I have, as I've grown, pun intended, I have started to use balm a little bit less, especially when it was the summertime. I just like that. I'm starting to really appreciate that. Just natural feeling of my beard not being like as stiff. I like to be able to just shake and get that nice little wiggle there. But yeah, about 1 to 2 times a week sounds about right.
Yeah, and just to clarify, when we say the times we don't use balm, of course, just so you guys learn from our oil video, when we say we're not using balm, of course we're using oil. We're putting oil in every day. Always. So most days we're kind of just going oil only.
Yep. So yeah, man, let's get started. Do you want to go ahead and start us off and show us your technique? Because I know you and I are a little bit different. So why don't you go ahead and kick us off?
Yeah, man, absolutely. So the balm that I have here for us today is the Engineer by Fable Beard Co.
Good stuff.
Fable's awesome, and I really like the scent. This is a spice citrus blend. And what I like about this balm is it's a true, in my opinion, everyone's different. Everyone's opinion on firm, medium, no hold is a little different. To me, this is more of a true medium hold. If it's a day when it's raining a little bit or if it's windy, I'll use just a little bit more of this, considering it's a medium hold in my opinion. So we have our balm here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some out. Now this is a balm, again, in my opinion, where you don't really need to use your fingernail for this one. I kind of just use the tip of my finger and to kind of describe how much I use, I guess just a dollop. Yeah. Nothing crazy there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this.
And while he's doing that, look at his beard and how thick it is and compare that to the amount he has. He's definitely, it doesn't look like it's a lot, but you'll be surprised with good balms. That's all you need.
Right. Yeah. No, you nailed it, Joe. This is really all you need. If anything, this is, a little more than you would need, if anything. A little bit goes a long way. And of course, depending on the ingredients, that differs a little bit. So I got some in the middle of my palm there. I'm going to go ahead and rub it together. And it's going to, like most balms, I'd say it melts down pretty much right away. And I'm going to make sure I spread that really well throughout my hands. Now, here's the difference that I like to do as opposed to my oil. With my balm, I'm going to start over the top. So I'm going to put that in the bulk of my beard right over the top. And then I do have a longer mustache. I could handlebar it. I don't. So I make
Rub it in. Why don't you?
Right, I'm hurting Amish Joe's feelings over there. No, I love you, brother. So I'm gonna get some of that balm in my mustache and comb it straight down. So now that I have it pretty covered over the top, I know a lot of people say start underneath, but again, I'm a little different. This is what just works for me. And then once I have that over the top, I'm gonna kind of just lightly get under the beard. And then from there, I like that technique of getting it all the way through and then push it back down. And then from here, I got it well applied, just like the oil, like we were saying in our oil video. Of course, your hands are going to be a little more sticky, a little more oily, but there shouldn't be any excess. Like my hands are relatively clean. Again, if I grab a towel and just wipe them off, I'm pretty much good to go. And then from there, I'm ready to style. I'll comb that through, hit it with the brush, all that good stuff. This is the last step after I apply heat. Obviously, you don't want to put any butter, you don't want to put any balm in, and then hit it with heat. Again, that's my opinion. So this is how I apply my balm, guys.
Awesome, man. Good stuff. I like it. Yeah, we're almost on the same page with that. We're definitely, as you'll see in our video with the oil, a little bit different. I think we're closer to the same page on this one. But for my demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and bust out the Second Chance balm that I have. And this is their Incognito, which is their unscented. I just chose this one today because, first of all, Second Chance is a great company. Love what they're producing, and they actually call it a batter. And definitely look out. We have a review of them, so definitely check that video out as well. So yeah,
and a discount code, Joe.
Yes, discount code Kyle15, right? Kyle15 for 15% off. Definitely, if you're interested in their stuff, use up that discount code and get yourself a nice little deal.
Yeah.
All right. So when I am applying my balm, of course, I always have my oil in first. I have the oil in for about 5 minutes, applying heat. Once I have my beard where I'm liking it, that's when I'm going to go ahead and start using my balm and really start getting in the styling piece of it. So for this balm, we're looking at a good, it's a light to medium hold, probably more on the medium side. So I'm not going to use as much because my beard is a lot thinner than Kyle's. So I have about that. And that's probably even still a little too much. Can you see that good in that light? Is that better?
Yeah, maybe go back just a little bit, Joe. There you go. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. But again, as I talk about a lot, like especially in the oil, anything extra I have, I'm going to probably use in my head here as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it mixed in there. Fingertips as always. Get it nice and rubbed in there. Thumbs, of course, because the thumbs are like crucial when you're doing your styling. And I also, with the balm, I like to start actually over the top, whereas the oil, I always like to go underneath. Oh, got a little extra that needs to be rubbed in more. Sorry. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just start. Usually start by go down my sideburns. And then have my hands meet together in the middle there. And then I also kind of like to tug at my beard a little bit and just get it right in there where my chin is. And then I'm just going to go ahead and work my hands up.
Now, Joe, would you say you use the same amount at all times? Because like you said, your beard's a little on the thinner side and, of course, lack the mustache. Would you say you pretty much use the same amount always or depending on the weather? Or?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I'm going to tell you to quit rubbing it in about my mustache.
Totally unintentional.
No, seriously, you're absolutely right. I do have a mustache. It's there. It's light, but whatever, But I am gonna hit whatever it is that I have underneath my nose there, because there is some there that needs some love. But no, I try to be as consistent as I can with the amount that I'm using. Again, I have been big lately on applying whatever's left in my head hair, so I may use a little bit more than normal. And then with like balms and butters, I'm definitely getting my elbows there. You know, I got the tattoos and all that stuff, so I want to always keep those looking good and everything. So I use probably a little bit more than what's needed in beard just for some of the other stuff, the head hair, again, the elbows, the arms, for the tattoos and stuff. And a lot of companies, which is cool, they will they will advertise that their butters and their balms are good for not just your beards, but for tattoo healings and things like that too. So I'm extra interested in hearing those kind of things too. So yeah, but that's really it. Get my brush, get my comb, start working on the styling, and then I'm good to go for the day with my balms.
Nice. Now, like I was saying, you only apply heat to your beard with just oil in, right? You never apply butter or balm and then heat.
Okay, so when I was a complete rookie, and I first started using heat, I started off with a hair dryer. And what I was doing mistakenly was actually doing oil, then balm, and this is like back to back. Like I wasn't even letting the oil sit in all that great. Definitely wasn't 5 minutes. And then I was just taking the hair dryer and going. And what I noticed throughout the day was that that heated balm was starting to form chunks in my beard. And so I was kind of picking out some chunks, and sometimes it looked like I had some food caught in there. So that definitely wasn't, I'm sure that definitely wasn't attractive to the eyes of my fellow peers and everything. So I definitely quickly learned that you have to, it's best to have that balm and butter in after you apply heat.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, that's all that we had for you today, guys. Again, go ahead and if you're an experienced beardsman and you have your own technique that's the same or maybe different from us, either way, go ahead and throw in the comments in there how you apply balm, what works for you. And then if you're new to this video and you picked up some tips and tricks, go ahead and throw a comment in there and let us know that. But again, guys, thank you for all your support. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know and you're alerted right away when we post a new video. We're going to be doing a lot of reviews, a lot more how-to videos, everything to help out the beard community that we love so much. So again, guys, thank you so much. This is Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe. Keep it growing.
And we'll definitely talk to you at the next one, you guys. Thanks so much.